Shay, you're on the line with WWE superstar Brodus Clay.
Hey, boss, how are you?
Hey, how are you? You the boss. I'm trying to be like you when I grow up.
Oh, man, please. I'm room temperature. I'm chilling.
Well, it is a pleasure to have you on ShayStar.com via ShayStarRadio. Let's just go ahead and get right into it and let the people know who you are and what you do.
Well, I'm Brodus Clay, a.k.a. the Funkasaurus, and I'm a WWE superstar, sports entertainer.
I heard you were the man. You know, I did my research on you, and I've been checking you out, and you have a very, very extensive resume, sir.
Oh, yeah. I definitely put in work. Not afraid to work. Hard work does pay off.
Absolutely, and, you know, that fits in entirely with everything that we do here at ShayStar.com. We're very, very adamant about taking someone such as yourself in the spotlight and letting people understand that in order to get to where you got, it took a lot of hard work, a lot of sacrifice, a lot of grind, and a lot of sleepless nights.
Yep, a lot of doors slammed in your face, a lot of no's, a lot of failures. You got to dust yourself off, you know, and keep your eyes on the grind.
Absolutely. So what was it about the entertainment business that actually got you started?
Originally I had, like growing up, I was always into that, and me and my brother pretty much raised ourselves, so we was always like reenacting stuff on TV, and, wrestling was a big part of us, and superheroes and playing outside, stuff you don't see no more, playing outside, and, just kind of doing our thing. So I was always entertaining my family because we didn't actually know we were poor. I didn't know I was poor until I got to college. Because we were too busy having fun, and we didn't realize you're supposed to have all these other things in life. But so entertainment was kind of like my role. I was a big protector, and I always cracked jokes and try to make things on the lighter side. And that kind of served me, with sports, same thing, and putting the two together. It actually came about. I was bodyguarding for Snoop. And I was, and then sometimes on my days off, I'd run the security up at Universal Studios Saddle Ranch, and I had a unique way of breaking up fights, because I wasn't really threatened by the guys, and there was two cats that got in a scrap, and they weren't physically imposing guys. So this story, in no way, I'm not gonna tell you I manhandled two dudes. I mean, I could, but this wasn't that particular situation. They're about as big as my leg, and they were fighting over a girl who had already left.
Oh, wow.
And I tried to be cool with them, and I put my hands on their chest, like, hey, bro, fellas, I'll give you guys a break, love will make you do dumb things, so just relax. And they hit me in the mouth, and I didn't like that. So allegedly, this is not, I butted their little heads together and picked them up by their belts and suitcased them out. And that's when you suitcase somebody, is when you grab them by their belt and carry them like suitcases while they kind of hang over. And a talented guy from the WWE was there that night. Tommy Dreamer saw me do it, and the jokes I was cracking when I did it. And he basically said, you need to be doing that on TV. I was like, yeah, right. So everything kind of came together all at once, and it led to the road to where I'm at now.
I love it. I absolutely love it. I mean, we weren't scared to just jump right in. There was actually no preparation for that. So how did you go from just being a regular person to this amazing mega superstar? How did you deal with that transformation?
Mega superstar. All right, girl. I'll take it. Basically, what happened?
Who you are.
What it was my sport. Like I said, I play football as an offensive lineman, defensive tackle, so we have a lot of things to say, and nobody really ever pays attention to it. Being a bodyguard, same thing. A lot of things to say. No one really paid. We're there to protect the life of somebody who's doing things. So there was a lot of, I wanted the opportunity to show that I could be the guy in the front, not necessarily always the guy in the back. So when the opportunity came, I had a lot to say. Some people say I got a big mouth. I like to say I just got a lot to say. So when the opportunity came, I wasn't going to, I didn't want to be in the back seat again. I took advantage of it, and the louder I talked and the more ambitious I sound, the more doors open up. But the thing about talking is you got to back it up.
Absolutely.
You can't write checks, you can't cash.
Okay, say that again.
Yeah, you can't write checks, your butt can't cash.
Amen. Well, when you're not body avalanching people and corner hip attacking and elbow dropping, I found out that you are a very, very big supporter of the Be a Star. What is that all about? Let the people know.
WWE is very proactive in the community, and I'm all for that. Like for me, before like bodyguard and stuff, I graduated from college and I had a teaching degree, so I substitute taught a lot and worked in a place called 5 Acres with kids that basically lived in state facilities. So like education was a big thing for me, like getting guys on point with their reading and stuff, because that builds self-esteem. So when the Be a Star opportunity came along, I jumped all over it because it was a chance for me to work with kids in a teaching atmosphere again, which for me is kind of like my roots, you know. So, you know, Be a Star is about bullying. And the part that I focus on is I'm mixed, light-skinned, red bone, whatever you want to call it. So, you know, and when I was a kid, I got called mellow yellow, and, you know, I was quick to put hands on somebody if they said something I didn't like, but teachers always saw me hitting them, not them teasing me. So,
right.
So I was getting in trouble, and I became a trouble kid, but more it was just I was acting out because I was being attempted to be bullied on. So the big thing for me when bullying is I feel like there's 3 phases of it, and that's obviously the bully, then, you know, the victim, and then the instigators, the ones watching it. And those cats are the ones that I typically focus on because they're the ones that usually lead to the escalation. Like the bully begins, but then when the crowd gets behind him, like, yeah, do it, man, fight, do it. You know, and or the one that just watches, or the one that's scared because he doesn't want it to be him, so he jumps on the bully side, so he feels like he gets acceptance. And those are the ones I want to focus on. They got to, you know, if they don't support it, put it over when the bullying goes down. If they actually took the other route and stood next to the guy getting bullied, the bully would move on. You know, but no, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, so, you know, with you being in the career path that you are, you know, you got millions of people watching you on TV, and the basis of WWE is a lot of aggression. It's a lot of tension. It's a lot of, you know, physical altercations. So how do you take yourself out of that to get people to even want to hear and to understand the importance of a foundation like Be a Star?
That is an awesome that you asked that question, because I was actually ready for this. Check it out. Reality versus fantasy. Yes. On TV, I'm a character. I'm Brodus Clay, the Funkasaurus from Planet Funk. I'm not really from another planet. I live here. I'm from Pasadena, California, and my name is George Murdoch when I'm not performing. Now, the characters that we play is just like no different than a soap opera, a movie. You know, Arnold Schwarzenegger was Terminator. He wasn't really a robot. Well, the same rules apply in the WWE. We are playing characters on a script. So what we do on TV, and usually it ends up with a good guy gets him at the end. Bullies bully, but eventually they get their comeuppance. So in fantasy, we can do all kinds of stuff like that. But in reality, I don't live my life like that, you know. And so that's what really I focus on. Like, and that's an important message, because then kids can understand that, oh, that's not real. Because sometimes the fantasy becomes reality in their mind. They really think that, you know, Randy Orton walks around RKOing people and, you know, doing things like that, and Triple H is really a guy who's firing, you know, people and things like that. So that's a great vessel for us to let them know that reality versus, you know, what's fiction, you know, what's real and what's not real.
Absolutely.
Like that would not happen. Like if I did that in real life, I'd be arrested.
That's okay. You know, and then, you know, I'm just going to speak to that. You know, I have a 6-year-old who adores WWE, and when I mentioned I'm going to be interviewing a superstar today, he got so excited, and I have to remind him that it is just entertainment, you know, because he has every action figure. He has a WWE ring. He has every belt. He's running around the house body slamming everything. I'm like, dude, chill out before you break a leg or something. But it's and I wanted you to speak to that, because it's very important, again, that with this entertainment period, even with the stuff that I do, like with, you know, these rappers, and they get excited because they see all of this stuff on TV, not knowing that, again, it's just a facade, it's just a character, it's just entertainment. These people are regular just like you and I. And, you know, and even for you to speak to, you know, your situations with bullying, I think is very important for people to understand that you've been through that, so you understand the importance of something like this. So show tolerance and respect is an absolutely amazing program, and I wish you guys much success with that. Absolutely.
Oh, thank you very much. I couldn't have said any better myself.
Yeah, I'm here, this is ShayStar, so anything that has to do with, creating stars and keeping that light alive, we are definitely here to support, you guys with everything you're doing. So don't let this be the last time, that we touch base, because I would definitely like to
hit me up on, on Twitter. I got my 365 The Redemption going on, and at Brodus Clay, hit me up anytime, and anytime you need anything from me, please, man, I will definitely do it. And
I'm definitely on board.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Be a star. And actually, when you called me today, I was rolling around at the Performance Center, and with my old coach, Coach DeMont, we were rolling some people up and working on things. So, it's an awesome ride, and it's a 365 a year, and we don't stop. Absolutely,
it's a constant grind. I want that to be the highlight of this interview, guys. It's a constant, like he said, 365-day-a-year grind. Can never give up, So
that's going to be my redemption. Day 168, #the grind. It's going down today. So to you, it inspired me. So I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Well, we love you, and keep up the good work, and I'll hopefully hear from you soon.
Yep, hit me up on Twitter, Mama. Thank you.
No problem.